Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Allison Cruz, and as night and darkness falls over Hyrule Field and the world's greatest running man, I'd like to welcome you back to The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D. Now that night is here, we have some business to attend to because last time there was a lot of developments made, to say the absolute least. We became the ultimate form of Pepto-Bismol, and we saved Lord Jabu Jabu from the worst possible stomachache a small 9-year-old princess could give him. There is a lot for us to do now that we have the boomerang, and before we finish off the business with Zelda, I do want to try to do as much as we can here before it's too late. So Lon Lon at Night has a couple of Skulltulas for us, and it would be a good idea for us to grab these now. We also have the incredible introduction of the Gways, and the thing about these guys is that they are annoying as hell. And if you haven't picked up that lovely, incredible piece of heart in the silo just yet, now would be a fantastic time to do that. But there is Skulltula number 2. And I just want to be careful that I don't get dive bombed, because these things, like Keese, don't give a damn about your feelings. All they want to do is murder you. You can hear, my god, there's a gaggle of them. Here, we'll do this too. Save up on some ammo. I can see a shadow. God, and they're attacking in pairs too. They really don't like the Keaton mask, apparently. But I just have that on so that we don't forget exactly what we need to do. Oh my god. See, this would be a perfect opportunity to have the skull mask, but sadly, it's just not going to work out like that. Well, let's do this. Oh my god. Yes! Oh my god! The ultimate trick shot with the backflip and the killing of the Gway. Jesus. Alright, I guess we're just going to be doing Talon a favor here, since apparently they are absolute... Do they... like become extra aggro if you're wearing the Keaton mask? Because the masks you wear do have an impact on certain enemies targeting you and certain things being unlocked for us. That was obscene. Oh my god, and then we've got more of these lovely scrubs. I suppose we should maybe go and take a look and see what they have for us. We're all filled up on rupees for a very good reason, but I don't think they have anything that I would like to purchase necessarily. Just know that there are some scrubs here. So Deku Nuts, 5 for 20. I'm good. Yikes. What about you, sir? Seeds, 30 for 40. I am good. That is a ripoff, my friend. Are you Sir Scamsalot? Yes, 5 bombs for 40 rupees. Brother, are you joking me? Well, luckily for us, we can go ahead and make a quick escape back to start by playing Sunsong. In areas like, you know, Zora's domain or places where time does not move, it'll teleport you to your last point of entry immediately when you use it. And so it's very handy to have in situations like that. Now, I could have probably started off a little bit closer to home, but in case you needed rupees, of course the drawbridge will have everything you could have possibly wanted for that. But a lot of this episode is going to be spent going around collecting items in grottos and filling in certain side quests, prerequisites, and things like that, because we are going to be making that transition. I don't think it's really much of a spoiler to tell you that things are about to change here pretty substantially for our intrepid hero Link. And also my charging cord is like hooked on something there. It's kind of obnoxious. Well, we've got ourselves an item in here in the form of a blue rupee. Oh, by the way, these incredibly looking beehives, if you try to use your slingshot on them, they would not work, and it would just like ruffle some wings unexpectedly. More instances for bugs and fish, in case you might need it, but I'm pretty sure that blue rupee is always gonna be a bloopy. But with that having been investigated, let's start heading over towards Cax, shall we? One of the more annoying things, in my opinion, about, possibly not making it in time. You know, it actually does need to be night for us over there, so that works out for us. But I do want to make sure we go ahead and grab this also. Hope that the I button works. And we've got ourselves another grotto. Hell yeah. Is this one going to be more lucrative than before? I believe so. Well, we've got a Skulltula and the little brother. Ooh. Yeah. And if you want to really make things easy for yourself, just go ahead and stun the boomerang. Call it good. And we'll go ahead and take what rightfully belongs to us. There we go. And, ooh, oh man. Well, we stuck the landing at least. He had like the trailer pose, just holding the boomerang above his head in such a triumphant manner. It's just great news for everybody who likes to see, you know, some acrobatics in their Zelda games. Oh, did we get the timing down pat? I think we did. Look at this. Oh my god, and then they spawn out of nowhere. Dompe would be thrilled. Well, now that we have returned to Kakariko in the dead of night, there are only a few things left for us to do. By this point, I guess if you've been following along for whatever reason, you should have around 37 Skulltulas. We could have come back here a little bit later to get the 40 Skulltula reward, but that is not nearly as important as number 30. So we skipped 20. As you guys recall, this poor bastard is going to make the rest of this playthrough miserable for us. So instead, we're going to go towards this dancing brother and claim the prize of yet another wallet. We can carry up to 500 roops, and that is going to work out fantastically for us. The fall of the House of Skulltula has never rewarded us better. And on top of that, do we dare? Yeah, let's go over here. Let's go and fill up that wallet, shall we? I was inherently aware of exactly this grotto that should be right about there. And there's something in here that is not very fun. We've got ourselves re-deads, and I actually don't know if they're affected. No, they're not. All right, let's play it again. Give me the song or give me the death. Whichever comes first. And freeze them up, and hopefully just go and finish. God, you have to get in really close. Yeah. Get some magic there. Same thing for you. Just make it nice and easy, good and safe. And there is a small chest here, but do not be deceived by its size, because this puppy holds a gold rupee. 200 worth in this tiny chest. Picking that up when you have 99 rupees small wallet is one of the most painful things you could do, and I do not appreciate it. Also, I'm glad that the time didn't change out here. It seems, I guess, consistent enough, but you would think that playing the Sun Song there would cause things to happen. Anyways, we could have done this so much sooner, but if we go and speak to you wearing the Keaton's mask a while ago, yeah, I am in disguise and I am Mr. Hero. Yeah, character mask. I heard he's very popular recently. By the way, you're the kid that can't read, right? So he wants us to sell it to him, and if you refuse, he won't give up because he has plenty of patience. He has to for this job, and honestly, I don't blame him. But he does the unthinkable, and he closes the way to Death Mountain. And until you sell it to him, he will not open it back up. I'm not entirely sure what happens if you go all the way around via like the Lost Woods shortcut, but I can't imagine it's worth finding out. So fine. If you insist, I will sell it to you and you can wear it and get all my gross 9-year-old germs all over your face. And then you can open the way for me. Good God, what a jerk. And I did, so I earned a 5 rupee profit. So we'll head back to the mask shop and pay it on back. But first, you know, I was actually thinking there's something over here that we could grab in the graveyard, which is why we came here at night. And I don't actually think there's anything else for us, but let's go ahead and throw on just some more fat fingers, please. Thank you. We got some incredible beans in our inventory, and we are grabbing a lot of money for a reason. We're going to be buying the rest of those beans, and if you haven't already done the heart-stopping tour, then by all means, do so at your own risk. But I do want to head over here and snag this up, and let's see it. Can I do the ultimate jump? Well, close. I made it just off the ground. And on top of that, let's open this up. I think this is the one that has the bombable secret inside. No? Oh, yeah. Dampe doesn't give a damn. He does not get paid nearly enough for this shite. Let's go and bust open this wall, destroy and desecrate more graves. And this is a secret fairy fountain. I don't think there's anything particularly unique about this, but in case you wanted to go and frolic among the fairies in the water, then you're more than welcome to. I just feel bad that we destroyed this grave for nothing, essentially. Just so that, you know, you can see what was behind there, sate your curiosity for a bit. And we can also go ahead and dump you right here. Or I can just show it to God. No. Hello? Please? I have to be directly on top of it. There we go. And I think that's essentially it, with the exception of one thing. Yes, Fat Fingers did not ruin the day this time. No, we've got ourselves something to do in this royal tomb. And this isn't necessarily the most important thing in the world, but just to make it really worth our while, let's go ahead and take this bomb and just throw it on over there, because by using Din's fire, which I think this is the first time we've done, we can light these braziers and make a treasure up here. Can you guess what we could possibly find inside? Bombs. That is it. If you see anything suspicious, throw bombs at it. So that was fun, I guess. But with that being said and done, I read in a very obscure GameFAQs post that heading straight up here will take us directly to the Happy Mask shop. Believe it or not. Yeah, man, I have no idea how that logic possibly works, but hell, what in this game actually works the way you expect it to? So for 10 rupees, we're able to get our next mask, which is the Skull Mask. And this one is pretty incredible for all intents and purposes. I feel like a monster while I wear this mask. And we're just gonna go and throw that puppy on right now. So while wearing the Skull Mask, people are gonna be generally pretty afraid of you. They're not gonna take very kindly to speaking to you. Unless it's, you know, something amicable, but everyone just kind of seems to be ignoring you. Don't come any closer. But one of the benefits about wearing this out in the world is that it deters Gways and Keese from attacking you. They will simply ignore you and not bother you in the slightest. Also, a little suspicious that he seems to like this mask in particular. But with this in hand, it's gonna make some backtracking we're about to do a little more tangible. I will meet you guys back in Kokiri Forest in the Great Deku Tree. Now that we're all decked out in the latest and greatest and destructive child entertainment technology, we can find ourselves returning to the scene of an unvisited room, one that has been weighing on our consciousness for far too long. Now that we have bombs and boomerangs, we can truly put this place to rest and not desecrate another holy site. But if we head clear over here and avoid some of the larvae that hopefully do not plague us from above, I will just destroy the hell out of that, and you can avoid a most explosive death, my friend. Because we've got a lone Skulltula and his little brother. I'm so sorry, but we gotta do it. In the name of completionism and, I guess, being a terrorist child, I will take this and we'll get a nice little upskirt for Link. Now, with the Skull Mask in hand, I will meet you guys in the Lost Woods. Wait a minute, this isn't the Lost Woods. Alright, that wasn't that bad now, was it? Let's go head over here and completely dissociate from this terrible room and find ourselves in front of the Goron shortcut. There is this nice little grotto down here that we can take full advantage of if you really want to. Good place for bugs, which honestly I should probably go for, but of more importance is the 5 rupees in there. Joy. I'm glad we wasted all that time for that, but luckily there's another grotto nearby that is going to be a little more fruitful for us. So this is the shortcut that is going to take us to Zora's River, and if we head over here, instead of going straight towards the Sacred Meadow, we can go left and find ourselves at the Hidden Meadow. There wasn't really a lot that we could do here initially, but there are a couple of business scrubs that are gonna try and do us in. You have something? He's got Deku Nuts to sell. I'm good. Yeah, leave me alone, man. We've got another patch of soft soil here, and the one that is next to the shop in Kokiri Village is not gonna be super important for us to put a bean in, so I'm not too worried about that. Instead, I'm gonna go and snag this if I can. Here. Thank you. Grab ourselves yet another Skulltula. And what do you have for us, sir? Do you react to this, by the way? Oh, 1 Deku stick for 15 rupees. What a ripoff, man. So you notice there's a couple of very interestingly fluttering butterflies. They hide a hidden grotto. And down here we've got ourselves none other than the forest stage. Depending on what type of mask you get, you will be able to elicit a number of responses thanks to this candid crew of Academy Award winning judges. With the skull mask. Oh. Camera? I think they like me. Guys, settle down. All of the young Deku Scrub brothers agree you look exactly like our sacred forest totem. As an offering from us, please accept these Deku sticks. We will also enhance your carrying skills. Abracadabra, alakazam. Thank you, Lady Gaga, for letting me carry even more Deku sticks. I don't think I've even used as many as I could hold as a child. But depending on what mask you bring them, they will get offended or give you some rupees. It's not really that important. What matters now is that we get out of here in one piece because the scrubs are back with a burning vengeance. And they really don't take kindly to, being told no. We've got ourselves another bombable boulder over here. And, of more importance, is the advent of more bugs. Thank you. So from here, grab even more rupees, which is not important. And that is not the way to go. Wait a minute, do we go left again? Yeah, this is the important one. Hello? Oh, what? This melody seems to have... Wait a minute, what happened here? Why are you back? Huh? Oh my god, I think I actually started a different file because I do multiple saves, and then I think I messed up an earlier file and he's just going through the spiel again from this spot. Okay. I mean, thank you for the refresher, I guess. I just didn't think I used my dummy file for this. Okay, I don't know. It probably happened at some point when my computer broke and then I lost track of stuff, but yeah, that's great. This is the grotto we were looking for. Make sure you have at least 10, count them, 10 roops before engaging in this scandalous behavior. And if I could aim at you, just a little better than I would. But go and chat it up with you, who will allow us to pick up more Deku Nuts. Wait, that's you? Oh, well, this would have been so much more helpful to have inside of Lord Jabu Jabu. A kid could always use more nuts. But thank you. And seeds, okay. You are not who I thought you were. Okay, well, I might just be getting a little ahead of myself, I fear. But let's get out of here, and can I actually go back to the start, please? Well, I can also get more stuff here. What's nice about this little patch of grass over here, sometimes it'll drop bomb chews, and also more bugs. Bugs every time, so that's always very handy. But going in the wrong direction will spit you back out, back in the old village. Or Kokiri Forest. I just have always called it village, So we're gonna head over here to the left, and there's our friend Skull Kid. Can you imagine what he might possibly want? First and foremost, we already did grab this Skulltula here, but we have yet to plant a beautiful bean. So we'll put that there. And speaking of, I could probably go and grab some of those soon enough. But if we go and speak to him, he is going to be very interested in the fact that we have this very specific mask. And as you could have imagined, we very well could be altering the history of Majora's Mask by giving him this one. If you say no, he will disappear forever and will not return until you reload the area. So we'll just skip that and go ahead and make him real excited. So he gave us 10 rupees, even though it costs 20, so we are gonna have to pay that out of our own pocket. And at the very least, he's not gonna steal my friend from me, so that's good. But that is everything to do here in the Lost Woods. I will go ahead and meet you at the mouth of Zora's River. We've got some beans to buy, I'm afraid. It is actually kind of impressive how easy it is to get here from the forest, but I hope we have enough money for this because something tells me I might be short by just a little bit, and I hope that we can just get them all here and now. So the prices are still going to be exacerbated on account of the tariffs that Ganondorf has put upon the great people of Hyrule. And did I just barely get this? Like I mentioned before, we don't need every single one of these beans, so I'm gonna be short by 5 rupees. Are you joking? Because the last one is gonna be worth 100, right? Oh no. Wait a minute. Does this respawn with the rupees? I think I've restarted the game. Yes! Oh my god. Give me the rupees. I'm gonna be as poor as the day that I spawned into this world. That is insane. Okay, well, I'm glad I penny pinched when I did. I could not have timed that better. I mean, a little bit, like 5 rupees better. But that is the last of the beans, and from here on out, we never have to speak to this hunk of a beautiful man ever again. All sold out, as he chomps on more. So his personal stash is not for sale. So from here, we're actually gonna go ahead and make our way clear across Hyrule and deal with some shenanigans there. I'm trying to think of what order I want to do this all in, but I think if we head straight south, we'll be able to make our way clear on over to Lake Hylia. There's, I think, 1 or 2 other grottos that we can make pit stops for, but we are gonna try to keep this as contained as possible to this one episode. And hopefully we do not get burned by any damn skull kids and, you know, those jerks. Where's Captain Keto where you need him? So head on back towards Lon Lon where it all began. And you can see the gate go up over there. Scary, man. This is a terrifying place to be for being a 9-year-old, you know? God, can you, like, thank you. Something about this first generation 3DS, I love it, and I got this capture card in like, what, 2014? It's lasted me over 10 years, and it's just been fantastic, but it very well could be time to, I don't know, retire it one of these days. I just don't have the money to spend. Oh, and we have Peahats over there. They like to sleep at night, but during the day, they will accost you. You know, I'm also going in the wrong direction, I think. So let's head on back over here and readjust ourselves because I thought, oh no, we're going the right direction. This is fine. This will take us to Lake Hylia. And normally you wouldn't be able to access this, but there's a handy maintenance ladder clear on the right-hand side over there and a lovely little, oh no, I don't have 10 rupees. I do not have 10 rupees. Oh no, and this isn't gonna give it to me. This is only going to be a simple bloopy. Oh no. Please. Sometimes these can drop red rupees, just not very often. Like, oh, there's, thank you. Oh. Saved the day. Oh my god. Thank you, nature. All we need is 10, and that is it. Yeah, because there is a nice little secret here. Oof. besides this skull kid who wants to do us dirty. So yeah, normally you wouldn't be able to jump over that, but thanks to this ladder, you can access Lake Hylia over there. It's just around the corner to the left. Trust me. As much as I'd love to see those guys combust in the morning sun, we've got some slightly more pressing matters at hand. Like this lone business scrub who has no business being here. He will sell us 1 piece of heart for 10 rupees. Please and thank you. Oh my god, I appreciate it. Now I'm poor as hell, and none of these beehives are giving me the treasures I deserve. Alright, let's get out of here and make our way over to none other than Gerudo Valley. Hold on, can we get a... No, we won't be able to see them combust. Damn. It's not midnight mass. Oh my god, and then we've got the pea hat over here, who saw us from a mile away. That's not good. That doesn't happen very often, I fear. But, man, Hyrule Field, there's just something about this place that is so damn nostalgic. I like it a lot, even though it's pretty empty and there's not a lot to explore aside from the mainstays and each, I guess, cardinal corner of this world. But we're gonna go run on over here and find ourselves a nice little circle of rocks. Hopefully I did not detonate that too soon. So we've got ourselves, oh, thank you. As I stub my toe on a rock and my laptop fan turns on, which is a little scary. But what we can do here is indulge ourselves in the fine art of Din's Fire once again. Will this reach? Not entirely sure. Don't think it really matters. I mean, obviously it does, but we have another big boy Skulltula. Hello, sir. Sorry to have to do it to you, but them's the breaks. Thank you for the roop. As you could have imagined, oh, nice little Photoshop stretch there. We have yet another freaking Skulltula here. Here we go. I'm holding my game very awkwardly right now. So you take that, and I get a nice little jump there. So if you want some milk, one will be able to provide here, but I am going to go ahead and snag this. I'm also going to go ahead and equip some beans for right now. Grab ourselves an incredible bug. Once again, should maybe grab another, but that's something that I should have thought of beforehand. Now let's get out of here. I was hoping that it'd be closer to night right about now, because we've got another friend that we've got to collect clear along the way towards Gerudo Valley, among one of my favorite places in the entire game. And you know what? Let's actually go ahead, turn it to night, as much as, you know, we hate to do that. Oh yeah, love the sound of that wolf. Well, welcome to Gerudo Valley. Sadly, because it is night, we do not get the incredible flamenco music. No, instead, all we get are the V-Bays of the Vistas. And an incredible Skulltula here. Not really a whole lot to do here until after we've collected all of our incredible weapons of mass destruction. Nice little Skulltula there, and a cuckoo right over here. But let's go and chat it up with one of these fine-looking damsels, who seem to be doing a pretty damn good job of keeping all disgusting men out. Look at her, waving us away. Kid like you has no business here? I mean, you're right, but you just are so dismissive of me. How dare you? Well, there's also a nice little sign here. If we indulge, no diving allowed. It won't do you any good. I'll be the judge of that. So we grab the cuckoo, and of course we are just going to spit in the face of laws and defiance and make our way clear over here. Hopefully we did not goof, because that would be real sad. Gentle. Nice. Behind door number 1 is another freaking heart piece. And I would very much like to hold on to you if I can. Or not. Well, that makes things a little annoying. I think we can maybe make this but we got the music, and I don't think we can make it. Oh no. Well, this is awkward. Let's just, I guess we probably are just gonna, yeah, not make it. Oh my god. Okay, I'll meet you guys back up there in a second, but this is just gonna spit us out at Lake Hylia, which I was gonna show anyway. Damn it. Alright, well, I'm not gonna lie, that was not the worst trek in the world. It didn't even take a full day cycle for us to get here, but still, something annoying that I wanted to avoid, and we didn't even get the full song. So, clearly we do need a Kaku to make it to this lower part of the river, and I seem to have walked a little too far in one direction, but that's okay because we can defy the laws of physics as a 9-year-old, and you know what? I don't need you no more. Just go ahead and, there we go. Take a little bit of damage and chat it up with you. Why did you come all the way down here? Well, you were just about to ask me the same thing. Well, you might as well make the best of things. Absolutely. We've got ourselves, you know what, never mind. Let's just go ahead and dump the bugs. Hope they can find their way into this patch of soil. And go and plant it up. Yeah, kind of an odd place to find that, right? I also think that that dialogue is just a little too long for us to get the jump attack, so we'll just do that. Grab ourselves yet another Skulltula. Let's see, what do we got in here? A single roop that we had to reach very precariously under that cow to reach. Now, as is the case for most, if not all, waterfalls in this game, if they're worth their weight in salt, then we can go behind it and find ourselves some treasure. Honestly, it shouldn't come as much of a surprise, but if you wanted to be cool, you could probably fly up here with the Cuckoo, which I think I did the very first time I played this. And we can snag ourselves an incredible treat. Once again, we've got another piece of heart, and the only way out really is to go back down the river, which is a pretty great way to go. So let's go and swim on down. Oh yeah, I love this song so much. I think it's probably one of my favorite, like off the top of my head, just general songs from the older games, you know. There are some great ones from Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. Even some of the Hyrule Legend games had an incredible soundtrack. Like just something that really pumps you up, and I think that's really what Capcom or whoever did those games really kind of nailed. Damn, that current is rough, man. Alright, Mr. Octorok, do you mind? But yeah, let's get the hell out of here. We are just about done, and as much as I'd like to continue on playing and getting our stuff in order, let's go and talk to Kaepora Gaebora. It has been a little too long since the last time we chatted it up back in the Lost Woods. But if we go and speak to him here, he will be kind enough and gracious enough to offer us a lift back to the castle. And you know what? Let's take him up on that offer. Oh, great. He's got to make this as nerve-wracking and heart-pounding as possible. Is this really necessary, my man? Also, could you maybe grab that piece of heart for me so I don't have to come back later? Nah, it's fine. We're getting out of here. And thank you. You literally just dumped me off right over here. But next time in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we are going to investigate the Temple of Time and also not take any fall damage this time, because you can get those rupees without getting hurt. It's just when you're at the very top of the chain, you do end up taking damage, but just not like there. And we're gonna awaken the Hero of Time. This is something that I'm personally very excited to do, and it's gonna set off a whole chain of events that is gonna rock this world. Also, I did not mean to do that. Thank you, fat fingers, fat thumbs, whatever you want to call it. Take care, everyone, and I hope this episode wasn't too long and boring, and that I did not forget anything. I think that's probably the case. That should be good, right? For the bisexual lighting outro? Oh yeah. Still got it, baby. And the rupee count. Oh my goodness. What am I doing with my life? I'll see you here next time. Thanks for watching, everyone.